Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Wednesday, December 3rd of 2025. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, Grenada scrambles to satisfy U.S. demands and prevent fish export ban. Holiday bonus scrapped for Maurice Bishop Airport staff amid financial shortfall. Hubbard's workers warn that irregular action carries consequences, and government orders the removal of unauthorized boats from the Carenage. In regional news, U.S. defends deadly strikes on Venezuelan vessels as tensions continue to mount. While internationally, ICC judges reeling under U.S. sanctions after arrest warrants for Israeli officials. And coming up in sports, St. David Cricket League announces major T20 tournament for early in the new year. We'll have all the details for you right after this break.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Christmas cheer is in short supply for workers at the Maurice Bishop International Airport as their expected year-end bonus has been officially grounded for 2025. More in this Rena Pierre-Thomas report.
Workers at the Maurice Bishop International Airport MBIA are bracing for a rough holiday season as the anticipated end-of-year bonus will not be paid this year. The announcement came during the Prime Minister's weekly program, DMs with PM, after an airport employee raised concerns about the missing bonus. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell explained that the airport did not meet its profit target for the year, resulting in the suspension of bonus payments.
The union agreements does provide for bonuses to be paid to airport staff when the airport authority makes a profit. The information I have is that this year this has not happened. So it's a pretty straightforward case. You don't pay bonuses if there are no profits. You don't pay profits when you're making losses. I can't speak to the accuracy of whether or not the airport has 60 million in debt. The numbers may not matter, but debt and profitability is not the same thing. If your expenses are exceeding your income, it means you're losing money, right? And that's the challenge that the airport faces or would have faced for 2025.
The Prime Minister further outlined a series of infrastructure upgrades urgently needed at the island's main port of entry. He said these enhancements are essential for improving the visitor experience and maintaining international standards and require significant capital investment.
The airport itself, as you'd appreciate, would have undergone some significant upgrades in light of its 40-year history, for example, with the runway. That debt was contracted by the central government. The airport itself didn't have the capacity to contract the debt to renovate the runway. We also have a terminal building that is also now in excess of 40 years, and that also has to be completely improved and renovated. The airport itself doesn't have the capacity to address it.
Mitchell also addressed ongoing human resource challenges within the airport authority, noting that staffing issues continue to affect productivity and strain operations at the MBIA.
And there are other structural issues at the airport, and we have to be honest with staff. We have large percentages of absenteeism. In fact, I'm told sometimes at any given time, it's in excess, for some categories of workers, in excess of 50% of the workers are on sick leave. So when those things are happening, it means you will have productivity issues, you will have expenditure issues, because it means if people are on sick leave, people are then working overtime. So your wage bill goes up, and you still have to pay those who are on sick leave. And you can't have 50%. It's not, if 50% of your staff are sick, something is wrong. Right? So there are challenges that we have to face. If an entity is not profitable, you can't expect to be paid bonuses or profits. If the entity is profitable, then you are absolutely entitled to say you're profitable, there's no excuse why is it you should not pay. Right? But we can't have a situation where you're not profitable, you're making losses, and then you're asking to actually increase your expenses, because that's what the bonuses are, the expenditure that has to go on the books.
As the government moves ahead with its plans for infrastructural and operational improvements, workers remain hopeful that the authority's financial performance will rebound, restoring the year-end benefits next year. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Meanwhile, mounting tensions at Jonas Brown and Hubbard have prompted stern warnings from management as employees are cautioned that irregular industrial action sparked by slow-moving labor talks could result in serious repercussions following recent mass sick-outs and intervention by the Labor Commissioner.
Industrial Relations Consultant for Jonas Brown and Hubbard's Limited, Mr. Chester Humphrey, has warned workers that any form of irregular industrial action could carry serious consequences. Humphrey's caution follows reports that another round of industrial action by workers may occur. Just last week, an unusual wave of sick calls from staff over a 2-day period prompted intervention from the Labor Commissioner. According to Humphrey, the Commissioner's review concluded that both the workers and the union were in the wrong regarding the mass sick-out.
So we went before the Labor Commissioner, and just by way of summary, the Labor Commissioner has found the following and recommended to the union the following. Formally advises members of the serious legal and contractual implications of engaging in irregular industrial action, including the possible negative consequences such as a loss of wage, disciplinary measures, and weakening of the union's bargaining position. 2, advises members to cease any further irregular industrial action which constitute a direct breach of the collective bargaining agreement. And 3, submit a formal written request to Jonas Brown and Hubbard outlining the specific financial and strategic information which they require. So the Labor Commissioner, in essence, found that the actions of the workers were both in contravention of the law and of the collective agreement. That letter was issued Friday night at around 8:30.
He explained that the coordinated absence could be tied to growing frustration over the slow pace of negotiations for a new collective agreement, which began in August and has included 9 engagement sessions to date. However, Humphrey reminded workers that taking matters into their own hands through irregular actions could expose them to consequences.
It wants the workers to be clear that the action that they engage in was a breach of the collective agreement and in breach of the law, and as a result there are certain consequences which may flow from that. And amongst those consequences are, based on the common law principle of no work, no pay, or no pay, no work, the workers run the risk of not being paid for the days upon which, in breach of the collective agreement and the law, they've withdrawn the labor.
GBN contacted the Commercial and Industrial Workers Union for a comment, but the union indicated that it has no comment on the ongoing matter. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Grenada is hoping to have met expectations set forth by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, seeking to avoid the pending imposition of the ban on Grenada's fish exports. Minister with responsibility for the Blue Economy and Marine Affairs, Lennox Andrews, said government has taken steps in this regard and already responded to the NOAA.
Well, the ban is not ban per se, it's an impending ban. And we are trying to avert that ban coming into effect. We are responding to NOAA already, in which we indicate the actions that we are taking here in Grenada to avoid the imposition of the ban come January 1, 2026.
The U.S. ban on Grenada's fish exports was set to take effect on January 1st, 2026, due to Grenada's non-compliance with the U.S. Marine Mammal Protection Act, or MMPA. Grenada failed to provide a, quote, comparability finding, demonstrating that its fisheries regulations for protecting marine mammals were comparable to U.S. standards. In response, Grenada has taken steps towards amending its Fisheries Act to establish better monitoring and reporting systems and increased penalties for violations. The government is actively working to meet the U.S. requirements and avert the ban before it becomes official. Minister Andrews said they're expected to meet with the international body by year's end.
So one of the things that we were supposed to do was to update or to improve on our Fisheries Act. So that has been done. The Fisheries Act, the new act has been passed by both houses. Good. The regulations, we have new regulations as well in place, and we would have taken steps to improve on our monitoring equipment. Good. Now we want to meet with NOAA as quickly as possible, because they indicated in their ban on us that once we can make those corrections in time, then we can be considered. So our intention is to meet with them before the end of the year and present our new case to them with the hope that they can in fact accept that we have taken the corrective measures so as to avoid the imposition of the ban come January 1st.
In recognition of International Day of Persons with Disabilities, Grenada highlights local stories of resilience and empowerment, spotlighting both community support and the remarkable achievements of individuals defying the odds to inspire progress and inclusion. No better person to tell us about individuals defying the odds than our very own Rena Pierre-Thomas.
As the world pauses to honor the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, Grenada is shining its own light on resilience, empowerment, and the triumph of the human spirit. The Grenada National Council of the Disabled, GNCD, commemorated the occasion by donating gifts requested by persons with disabilities, items chosen to improve daily life and nurture talent, fostering independence, comfort, and creative expression. Coordinator of GNCD, Hilary Gabriel, described the initiative as a meaningful show of support.
The Grenada National Council of the Disabled assisted 8 persons with disabilities who requested assistance in the form of 6 water tanks, 1 guitar, and a drum set. We at the Grenada National Council of the Disabled believe that persons with disabilities should be given the opportunity to ask for what they want, and you in return make sure that they are given the assistance needed, thus enabling them to live a better life within the society. We continue to strive to assist persons with disabilities in their quest for assistance, social justice, and credibility within our community.
Yet beyond the donation lies a powerful story of perseverance and determination. Dane Brown is a visually impaired man of Gulf Coast who lost his sight years ago. Dane operates a small shop in his community, supporting himself and living independently, guided by unwavering commitment and resourcefulness.
It's not really my personal business, but I just be here with a lady. So normally what has happened is she sells food while I'm here. She goes sell food, and when she done, she come back. That taught me a lot, sit down and do like a self-searching and thing and try to use my rest of senses to the best of my ability. Like I have other senses that are increased and it can be used, because I do a lot of stuff. Sometimes if my step is a little bushy, I will take a cutlass and sharpen it and clean down my step. If I need to pong a nail, I could do that. I wash for myself, I just wash clothes and stuff. I could wash, I could cook. I just using the rest of senses to the best of my ability. That's to tell you how unique God make us. See, that's a good question too, because while the sight went gradually, I started adopting or training myself to use a cane to light the stove, to measure water in the pot, to measure the rice, the salt, And as time progresses, I learned to do a lot of stuff.
His story is one of independence and empowerment, demonstrating that disability does not define ability. He is a testament to the opportunities and self-belief that allows persons with disability to thrive. This year's theme, Fostering Disability Inclusive Societies for Advancing Social Progress, underscores that true inclusion is about justice, not charity. While challenges persist, stories like Dean's show what becomes possible when determination meets opportunity and when society makes space for everyone to shine. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
Coming up in network news, government orders removal of unauthorized boats from the Carenage. Stay with us.
You best. You can sparkle at $20,000, twinkle at $40,000, glitter at $60,000, shimmer at $80,000, or glow at $100,000. Use your Cherry Christmas loan for gifts, travel, family celebrations, or anything that makes your Christmas magical. Whatever your wish, there is a loan to light up your holidays. Apply today. Together, we will make it a Cherry Christmas.
Renlec presents Christmas Safety Tips. Always unplug Christmas tree lights before leaving home or going to sleep. Check lights for damage each year before using them. Discard lights with frayed wires, loose connections, and cracked sockets. Do not overload your wall outlets or extension cords. Remind children to never touch lights or outlets. Select lights appropriately. Never use indoor lights outside and vice versa. Happy holidays from Grenlec.
Something is different this year about Flow Christmas promotion. Flow is doing something big and I really need to figure it out. This investigation has been going on for the last couple of weeks. I've been following her, trailing her, but I just can't seem to figure it out. I need to crack this case. I'm connecting all the dots, putting every pieces to the puzzle, but I know I'm close. Finally, I catch you. Give me that.
This Christmas at Flow, get a new Samsung Galaxy for only $49 or get up to $400 in shopping vouchers when you sign up for postpaid mobile on your internet account. Win even more prizes when you spin the wheel in our stores. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms while we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
Invest with confidence.
Come one, come all, it's your time to rise. A new chance to make your future bright. You can start with 500, you see, and watch your money grow securely. No more saving small and waiting long. Now you can invest and feel strong. Safe returns you can trust. ECCU retail bond. For all of us, Grenada, invest a little, grow a lot. Financial freedom starts with what you got. Grenada, invest a little, grow a lot. Financial freedom starts with what you got.
For more information, visit ECCURetailBond.com. Subscription period ends December 5th, 2025.
Megaforce Promotions, in proud collaboration with Ariza Credit Union and GBN, presents Grenada's biggest flea market at Monroe's Plainfield, Saturday 21st and Sunday 22nd December, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Shop unbeatable deals on bed and curtain sets, appliances, household items, electrical and plumbing supplies, toys, Christmas decorations, clothing and shoes, perfumes and colognes, wines and drinks, and just about everything else. house, plus a kids area, live entertainment, food and drink stalls. Want to be a vendor? Call 440-4646 to book your spot before they're all gone. Admission $5. 2 full days of deals and more deals. Shopping, fun and savings. Monroe's Plainfield Flea Market. Don't miss it.
Christmas comes with more choices. Red curtains or white curtains, new paint or new furniture. Christmas dinner, that's a must. One ham or maybe 2. Decisions. With financing from Co-op Bank, more is possible. Get up to $50,000 and make more of your dreams come true this Christmas. Plus, get an opportunity to win gifts and prizes. Christmas does come with more smiles, more togetherness, more love. And at the end of it all, it's more than worth it. This is your season for more with Co-op Bank. Visit our website for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Dreams come true with our Co-op Bank loan.
Ready to celebrate culture, creativity, and community. It's the Kamahan Folk and Buy Local Festival happening on Friday, December 5th to Sunday, December 7th at the Sates Bus Terminal in St. Patrick. Friday, December 5th will be the opening night with prayers and worship. Then feel the rhythm ride with theater performances. On Saturday, December 6th, it's Market Day and cultural celebration in Sates. Come celebrate our roots with Asaraka. Sunday, December 7th, it's the grand finale. Folk celebration. We close the festival with pure culture, the rich traditions that makes us who we are. So mark your calendars. Friday, December 5th to Sunday, December 7th. Sates Bus Terminal, Kamahan Folk and Buy Local Festival. This event is brought to you by Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture
in partnership with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development.
This December, the vibes will rise higher. Sunshine Promotions presents a December to Remember. On Saturday, December 20th, the National Cricket Stadium comes alive with pure reggae energy, live bands, and world-class acts. Direct from Jamaica, Anthony B. Tanya Stevens. It is a pity you already have one. And Junior Kelly. Gates open at 9 p.m. Showtime 10 p.m. Get your early bird general admission tickets now for $100. Advanced general $120. Or limited front of stage access early bird for $250. Advanced front of stage access $300. Tickets available now from GoToFed.com and usual Sunshine Promotion ticket outlets. All tickets grant admission only. Look out for a performance from our very own Akeem with his band and Valine. Food and drinks on sale all night long. Your ticket gets you in. The vibe keeps you there. A December to remember. One love, one vibe, one December to remember. Follow Sunshine Promotions on social media for more updates.
Grenada, the much anticipated NLA You Must Win promotion is back with a bang. And as the name says, you're bound to win. Win Money Tree Instacash tickets with more prizes under. Loads of cash prizes and a 2026 Hyundai Creta. Spend $15 or more in single purchases on Daily Pick 3, Daily Cash 4, or Playway. Then check your ticket for the words you won. Free Instacash tickets or free cash or free raffle entry for a chance to win a brand new SUV. Over $125,000 in prizes. So be sure to spend increments of $15 or more on all your daily gains. Promotion runs from November 3rd to December 20th. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, spreading the Christmas cheer for yet another year.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Make this Christmas happen for everyone this year. With Republic Bank, the finest loans we have to spread the Christmas cheer. With Republic Bank, we can make your dreams come true.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Welcome back. Citing urgent safety risks and waterfront damage, Grenada's government has directed the Ports Authority to swiftly clear unauthorized boats from St. George's Carenage, pledging to assist vessel owners in relocating to approved docking sites. Shania McIntosh has more details.
The government of Grenada has granted permission to the Grenada Ports Authority to begin the formal process of removing unauthorized boats currently docked along the St. George Carenage. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell confirmed the decision this week, noting that the Carenage is not an appropriate location for these vessels. He explained that the boats have caused damage to the sidewalks and now pose a safety risk to pedestrians who use the busy waterfront daily.
This is a phenomenon that essentially has almost grown out of control, particularly since the passage of COVID-19. We appreciate the fact that obviously the boats need places to be anchored. The Carenage clearly is not the appropriate place. It poses significant risk, as he's identified. It has damaged the sidewalk and the infrastructure. It's pretty unsafe.
According to the Prime Minister, the Port Authority, working with the government, will assist the boat owners in finding appropriate alternative locations for their vessels.
The government's position is the boats need to be moved. We will work with the Ports Authority and with the boat owners to find the appropriate relocation, but this can't continue much longer. So it is something that I think, and I believe the Ports Authority ought to have issued the notices to them already. It also poses risks to navigation, and we can't afford for accidents to happen.
No timeline was announced, but the process is expected to move forward under the direction of the Port Authority and the government. Shania McIntosh, GBN News.
Grenada was among countries represented at the just concluded Regional White Potato Development Symposium held in Dominica. It was aimed at expanding local production, strengthening food security, and reducing the country's import bill. Christina John has this story.
The White Potato Capacity Building Workshop concluded today in Dominica and brought together representatives from Grenada, the British Virgin Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The three-day workshop formed part of a wider sub-regional effort to boost food security and advance both the CARICOM 25 by 2025 +5 agenda and the OECS Food and Agricultural Systems Transformation FAST strategy. For Grenada, the symposium offered a platform to deepen technical capacity, strengthen partnerships, and support the country's ongoing efforts to expand white potato cultivation as a viable commercial crop. The initiative, led by the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, AICA, followed a direct request from the OECS Ministers of Agriculture for greater support in developing the white potato value chain. AICA is executing the program in collaboration with the OECS Secretariat, Dominica's Ministry of Agriculture, the Food and Agriculture Organization, and several regional partners. Director General of the OECS Secretariat, Dr. Didicus Joe, said data shows that in 2024, OECS member states imported 8,842 tons of white potatoes, valued at US $7.56 million.
This momentum tells us that the region is ripe, indeed hungry, for a coordinated strategy. Yes, white potato cultivation is challenging in the tropics. Yes, tropical diseases like late blight and early blight must be carefully managed. Yes, our microclimates require innovation, research, and careful agronomy. But if the Caribbean can grow dasheen on volcanic slopes, peppers in scorching heat, and pineapple on marginal lands, then white potato is not beyond our reach.
OECS Director General added that the white potato production represents a perfect intersection of the FAST strategy core objectives: food production, climate-smart agriculture, regional cooperation, value chain development, and public-private partnership. Here are some of the focused areas.
Over the next 3 days, in this workshop, you will examine Dominica's production model, looking at policy, extension support, marketing, and farmer perspectives. We will do field trial findings from Grenada and St. Vincent. Look at CADI's research into varieties and yield performance, and examine experiences from Jamaica, the Dominican Republic, and Cuba, countries that have transformed white potato into viable industries. And importantly, you will collectively craft the strategic framework needed to scale production across the OECS.
The workshop builds on previous investments made by AICA in 2024 to support capacity development in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, an effort now being broadened to the wider OECS. Grenada's participation is especially significant as the country continues to benefit from FAO's supported white potato development initiatives, which are now being scaled regionally. Grenada's agricultural representatives say the workshop will play a key role in supporting national efforts to expand local production, strengthen food security, and reduce the country's import bill, while contributing to a coordinated OECS strategy for white potato development. Christina John, GBN News.
The Grenada Union of Teachers has sounded the alarm over the dismissal of lecturer Laurie Caliste from the T.A. Marichaud Community College, alleging protocol breaches, lack of compensation, and unanswered appeals in a case drawing public scrutiny. Shania McIntosh has more details.
The Grenada Union of Teachers held a press conference today to highlight a grievance involving lecturer Laurie Caliste and actions taken by the T.A. Marichaud Community College. Grenada Union of Teachers Representative Antonia Cador stated that on April 16, 2024, Caliste was accused of breaching CXC's examination policy, an allegation she described as a serious grievance matter. She explained that the college proceeded to take action against Caliste, although according to her, the college had failed to provide him with an updated syllabus for the subject in which he conducted his annual internal assessment for CXC. Cador said the college issued Caliste a dismissal letter on May 2, 2024. However, during an internal investigation involving TAMCC lecturers, it was reportedly found that the process used to dismiss Caliste did not follow the college established protocol. She further stated that Caliste wrote to the college requesting his 25 years compensation, but he was not compensated.
25 years of service, unwavering service to TAMCC, and he has left the institution with his two long hands empty, nothing, no benefits. Mr. Caliste is not a well man. He has been struggling in the months leading up to his dismissal. He was hospitalized twice within the year prior to his dismissal. Right now, Mr. Callis' health is deteriorating. He's suffering. He's unable to meet his regular monthly commitment.
According to Kado, the union has contacted the appropriate authorities to address the matter, but has not been successful in getting a response.
Ministry of Education twice asking for an intervention, no success as well. Mr. Callis, at the time for which he received the letter, wrote to the college asking for compensation for his 25 years of service. The college delayed the response to Mr. Callis. By the time Mr. Callis received the response, the 90 days for which the matter could have been addressed by Labour had lapsed. Therefore, Labour informed Mr. Callis that they could not have done anything.
GBN contacted the principal, Andrew Abraham, for a comment on the matter. However, up to news time, GBN did not receive a feedback. Shania McIntosh, GBN News.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell's call for stronger online conduct and legal protections against social media abuse in Grenada falls under the GBN ISAW lens tonight. Let's take a look.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Oh, I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Minister Deacon Mitchell brought a dose of frankness to GIS Spice Morning, lamenting social media's reputation as a hotspot for trolls and negativity, and suggesting Grenada just might need a few more rules for online manners.
We also have to fight the downside of social media, which is a lot of mindless, numbless, pointless decadence. Right, where all people do is troll people, abuse people, bully people, call people all kinds of names, and engage in the dark and the negative, rather than focusing on the light, the positive, and all of the important work that people are engaged in.
Prime Minister Mitchell issued a clarion call for digital decency on Wednesday, condemning the dark underbelly of social media.
I don't take on those things because I know who I am. I think my family knows who I am, and I believe the Grenadian public knows who I am. But I see stuff on social media where people say stuff about ministers or about me that, I mean, not in a million years could it even possibly be true by any stretch of the imagination. Highly defamatory, highly negative, and they just perpetuate it and they perpetuate it and they perpetuate it.
The Prime Minister is also urging Grenada to adopt robust laws protecting citizens from online abuse and bullying.
The public needs to speak about those things. The churches need to speak about it. Civil society needs to speak about it, because it might be the politicians today, but then it could be the church leaders tomorrow. It could be the civil society leaders. It could be the trade unions leadership tomorrow. So if they're doing it to me and the politicians, if they're doing it to the Prime Minister, then who's you for them to do it to?
Share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or on our other social media platforms. That's for GBN ISAW.
After the break, Grenada Eye Soil Care Phase 2 is key to drought resilience and policy reform. Stay with us.
Ready to create, design, and vibe? At Patchwork Creative, we bring dreams alive. Crafty math for kids with learning so bright. Wellness crafting for adults done right. We don't just paint, we craft, we mold, we stitch, we build, we elevate bold. Jewelry with Caribbean soul in view. 3D printing, laser work made just for you. Call 410-5016. Don't hesitate. Book a workshop or order. Craft, create, elevate.
It's the happiest
time of the year. With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you Nexa is here. It's the happier holiday time of the year.
Dreams come alive with Nexa Credit Union's Happier Holiday Loan. Get up to $50,000 for gifts, home makeovers, travel, and more. With easy payments, affordable rates, and quick approvals. This year is happier with mystery wrap giveaways online, Santa's Happier Holiday surprises in branches, and one lucky person will win the grand prize. A day pass for 3 at Sandals. And Nexa will donate up to $5,000 to a school of your choice. Visit our social media to vote as we make more than wishes come true.
It's the happier holiday time of the year.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads. Terms and conditions apply.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
This year, make colorful Christmas memories with Berger. Get 30% off select 1 and 5 gallon purchases. Each purchase over $300 gives you a chance to win one of 3 cash prizes every month. October $2,000, November $3,000, December $5,000. Drop your entries in the specially marked boxes in store and enter as many times as you like. Promotion ends December 20th. Berger Paints for lasting beauty and protection.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
It's the season to save big, and L.A. Purcell is bringing the Christmas vibes. Join us on November 29th, December 6th, and 13th at the Gore Street parking lot when DJ Selecta Beast turns up the heat while you shop. Enjoy barbecue chicken, pork, and soup fresh off the grill. And don't miss the biggest Name Your Price Christmas sale ever. Appliances, doors, tools, lights, sheets, hardware, furniture, lumber, everything you need to make your Christmas the best one yet. So come on down to L.A. Purcell, where Christmas savings meet island flavor and good vibes all around.
It happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep. Including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you.
With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Something is different this year about Flow Christmas promotion. Flow is doing something big and I really need to figure it out. This investigation has been going on for the last couple of weeks. I've been following her, trailing her, but I just can't seem to figure it out. I need to crack this case. I'm connecting all the dots, putting every pieces to the puzzle, but I know I'm close. Finally, I catch it. Give me that.
This Christmas at Flow, get a new Samsung Galaxy for only $49 or get up to $400 in shopping vouchers when you sign up for postpaid mobile on your internet account. Win even more prizes when you spin the wheel in our stores. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms while we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
St. Patrick's Catholic Primary School secured its third consecutive win in the St. Patrick's Youth Organization, or SPIO, in collaboration with Investment Migration Agency Grenada's primary school debate competition. They narrowly surpassed St. John's Anglican as this year's contest spotlighted the impressive research and oratory skills of Grenada's youngest debaters. Shania McIntosh reports.
For the third consecutive year, the St. Patrick's Catholic Primary School has claimed the championship in the IMA SPIO Primary School Debate Competition, held at the Grenada Boys Secondary School Auditorium. The winning team secured 1,264 points, outscoring St. John's Anglican Primary School, which came in second with 1,226 points. Minister Andal extended his congratulations and well wishes to all the participating debaters for their hard work and dedication.
I wish the debaters the very best. Remember that famous quote from Mandela, which I heard for the first time this morning, but it resonates with me. You're either a winner or a learner. So if you come away with a silver medal today, don't see yourself as a loser, but someone who has participated in a meaningful, in a worthwhile venture, and who has come away from it with valuable life lessons.
The topic debated this year was Be It Resolved that Grenada should focus primarily on strengthening its partnership with African countries as a means to support its cultural exchange and sustainable development. Officials noted that the competition highlighted the students' research, critical thinking, and public speaking skills, showcasing the commitment of schools to fostering intellectual growth from a young age. Shania McIntosh, GBN News.
Grenada's participation in Soil Care Phase 2 is being viewed as a pivotal opportunity to strengthen national policy, protect vulnerable landscapes, and build more resilient food and water systems. Christina John will tell us more.
Grenada's efforts to strengthen its defenses against worsening drought conditions received renewed attention this week during a high-level discussion on drought policy alignment hosted by the Food and Agricultural Organization, the FAO, at Creek 23 in Panama. The December 1st event focused on bridging the implementation gap on policy alignment for effective drought management. At the session, Joseph Noel, Grenada's focal point to the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, the UNCCD, highlighted the second phase of the Caribbean Small Island Developing States (SIDS) multi-country soil management initiative, known as the Soil Care Project, for its potential to transform climate resilience across the region.
Phase 2 of that project, which is expected to start next year, we are looking to review the National Drought Plan. So yes, that's something that we're looking forward to with support from on the phase 2 of the Soil Care Project. And of course, we will make sure that it is aligned with all the other policies and plans and so that we have in place.
Funded by the Global Environment Facility, GEF, and implemented by the Partnership Initiative for Sustainable Land Management, the PISLM, with support from the Food and Agricultural Organization. The project aimed to advance integrated landscape restoration and build climate-resilient food systems. Noel said Phase 2 will be critical to addressing the drought challenges that Grenada has faced in recent years.
This season that we are in now, we have not been getting the amount of rainfall that is normal, that we would normally get during the rainy season. So as we look to review and update our national land policy, of course, one of the key things would be making sure that it is aligned there is alignment with the national water policy, with the Water Resources Management and Regulation Bill that was recently passed, and of course alignment with the National Climate Change Policy and National Adaptation Plan.
Grenada experienced a severe drought in 2024, marked by a drastic drop in reservoir levels and an official crisis declaration by the government. Noel said such event underscored how urgently the country needs the kind of on-the-ground interventions Soil Care is designed to deliver. The first phase of Soil Care has already produced promising results. In Les Avocats Forest Reserve, 10 acres of degraded lands were restored, improving water access for farmers downstream and reducing environmental stress in one of the country's key ecosystems. Noel also pointed to legislative progress as a sign of Grenada's growing commitment to drought resilience. The recent passage of the Water Resource Management Bill established a National Water Resource Management Unit to coordinate water governance, including the development of a comprehensive water resource master plan. According to Noel, this new institutional framework aligns directly with the Soil Care's principle for integrated drought management and support long-term climate adaptation goals. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Stay with us. We'll have sports and international news right after the break.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Today, Clark Squirt's bringing the flavor straight to you. Come and experience the spirit of Grenada with our signature samples, smooth sips, and tropical vibes all in one place. Try a taste of the island with us. Cool down, relax, handcrafted just for you. Must be 18 plus to enjoy.
Megaforce Promotions, in proud collaboration with Ariza Credit Union and GBN, presents Grenada's biggest flea market at Monroe's Plainfield, Saturday 21st and Sunday 22nd December, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Shop unbeatable deals on bed and curtain sets, appliances, household items, electrical and plumbing supplies, toys, Christmas decorations, clothing and shoes, perfumes and colognes, wines and drinks, and just about everything else. Plus a kids area, live entertainment, food and drink stalls. Want to be a vendor? Call 440-4646 to book your spot before they're all gone. Admission $5. 2 full days of deals and more deals. Shopping, fun and savings. Monroe's Plainfield Flea Market. Don't miss it.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Good evening, sports fans. The West Indies ended the second day of the first test against New Zealand trailing by 96 runs. After New Zealand's first innings was wrapped up for 231 early in the day, the West Indies looked to build a solid response. Openers Tajnarayan Chanderpaul and Shea Hope battled hard after a tough start, forming a resilient 90-run partnership for the third wicket. Hope, batting with an eye infection and wearing sunglasses, top scored for the West Indies with 56, while Chanderpaul overall added a gritty 52, but the innings dramatically shifted in the final session following a brief rain delay. Duffy, who had earlier dismissed hope, returned to dismantle the West Indies' lower order. He claimed 4 wickets for just 2 runs and a rapid burst of 16 deliveries, sealing his career best figures of 5 wickets for 34 runs. Fellow pacer Matt Henry also contributed 3 crucial wickets as the West Indies lost 8 wickets for 67 runs, collapsing to be all out for 167. New Zealand openers Tom Latham and Devon Conway safely navigated a tricky 7-over spell in fading light, reaching 32 without loss in their second innings to extend the overall lead to 96 runs by the close of play. Day 3, Session 1 is now in play. The St. David Cricket League is planning to hit the ground running in 2026. This as they finalize plans for the start of a major T20 competition early in the new year. Executive member Raphael Crony gives us the details.
We would have discussed, and it's our intention to start big in 2026. We'll start off with a major tournament. I say major because it will be a tournament of a difference. What makes it different? One is the prize money we're looking at, and obviously the quality of the team that we expect to be in that tournament. It's scheduled to start on 10th of January. It's a T20 tournament. It will be played in the night, or Saturdays and Sundays. 2 games Saturdays, 2 games on Sundays, and also Friday night.
Meanwhile, a new executive has been charged with the responsibility of guiding the development of cricket in St. David. This following the announcement of the acting general manager of the St. David Cricket League. The team will now be led by President Elvis Moraine.
For many years, what we knew was cricket. We grew up knowing cricket. There's some areas, of course, in Grenada that was predominant football, but we, St. David, St. Andrews, we grew up cricket,
Idlers and them guys.
Exactly. So my thing is, we need to look at that. And then the talent, we still have talent. There are guys who are doing things in St. David by way of, but it just happened done like in little pockets. If we bring all these talents to bear, in one place, one structure, it means therefore we can be able to maximize resources better because you're doing a number of things one time. And we do appreciate the fact that we need to keep, our young people, into, because they're easily distracted these days. How do we bring them together? How do we contribute to them going forward? And I think because you want to see them nurture into something, right? And say, okay, look, in other words, as Mr. Crony would say, from a coaching point of view, see them go at the different group stages. How do you take them? So like you might spot. And Mr. Crony could tell you all the thing relative to Andre Fletcher and how he get to different stages. He could speak to that with no book because he has this in his head. So the fact is that how do we nurture that talent? How are we able to, and structure able to bring them back? Because sometimes they could easily sway with the same influence, but how do we bring them back, And not only that, how we give them a life outside of just the sporting talent.
Troy George will serve as the vice president. Dela Noel will serve as secretary, while Nicholas Paul occupies the position of treasurer. Randall John is the public relations officer. Former President Raphael Crony and Gerard Noel are the 2 floor members. And that's what's been happening in sports. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe. U.S. President Donald Trump and Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth have staunchly defended a series of U.S. military strikes targeting vessels in the Caribbean, which American officials allege are involved in Venezuelan drug smuggling. Hegseth, addressing a reported second strike in September, cited the, quote, fog of war for uncertainty regarding survivors in the water at the time the order was given. Since September, more than 80 lives have been lost in these actions. The Venezuelan government has categorically denied any role in drug trafficking. Speaking from the White House, President Trump did not rule out even further military action against Venezuela.
Support from the President for the Secretary of Defense, or Secretary of War as he's known in the Trump administration, over the so-called double tap attack. Newspaper reported that one of the early assaults on the so-called drug boats coming out of Venezuela managed to target one boat. There were 2 survivors seen clinging after the first missile struck, and then, according to the Washington Post, Pete Hegseth ordered a second strike which killed the 2 survivors. Many people would tell you under international law that would be illegal. Well, Donald Trump says that his Secretary of War is doing a fantastic job. Hegseth himself said the decision to launch the second strike was ordered by the Admiral in charge of the operation. He said commanders have the full support from Donald Trump and from himself. They are making difficult decisions and they've done the right things, saying that the decision had been taken by Donald Trump to target these boats with kinetic lethal force, essentially blowing them out of the water. Donald Trump says that will continue. Pete Hegseth says they haven't even begun to do what they need to do in that area. Donald Trump also suggesting that there's going to be some sort of attack on land. He's been trailing this for weeks, but saying at the cabinet meeting that they're going to start targeting the routes that are used by the so-called drug dealers. He says we know the routes they take. He said we even know where they live. That would suggest that the operation in Venezuela is going to be ramped up quite considerably in the coming days. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, at the White House.
U.S. sanctions on 9 international criminal court judges and prosecutors have taken a severe toll, according to Canadian Judge Kimberly Prost. In her first televised interview since the measures were imposed, Prost described the actions as, quote, shocking and crippling. The Trump administration moved to punish ICC officials after the court issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, and initiated a probe into alleged U.S. war crimes in Afghanistan.
To find yourself on a list that's designed for those implicated in human rights violations, terrorism, organized crime, and you're now on that list for doing your job, my job to serve as a judge of the International Criminal Court. So that has an emotional impact, unquestionably, for all of us.
The court officer, could you call the case, please?
Last August, the U.S. State Department imposed its most recent sanctions on Judge Kimberly Prost and 2 other ICC judges for investigating, arresting, or prosecuting nationals of the U.S. or Israel. Years earlier, Prost was involved in a court decision to investigate American soldiers suspected of war crimes in Afghanistan.
There's the wash of impacts of economic sanctions on your life. Immediately, you have no credit cards. It doesn't matter where they were issued or what bank, because of the control of the Americans over the SWIFT system. It also cripples you in our modern world. How do you order an Uber? How do you get a hotel? How do you do basic transactions? Because banks aren't compelled outside of the United States to comply with these sanctions, but they take business decisions. They simply don't want to be involved. All of us we're most shocked about is all the companies that and services you depend on. You don't think about Amazon was cut immediately. Alexa was dead when I went home. They're small matters in a way, but when you bring them together, it's really a crippling effect on your daily life, and it's very difficult. Basically saying to judges, you must do this or that, or else you'll be sanctioned. That to me is a direct interference with our fundamental role.
And that's what's been happening around the globe today. now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Grenada scrambles to satisfy U.S. demands and prevent fish export ban. Holiday bonus scrapped for Maurice Bishop Airport staff amid financial shortfall. Hubbard's workers warned that irregular action carries consequences, and government orders the removal of unauthorized boats from the Carenage. In regional news, U.S. defends deadly strikes on Venezuelan vessels as tensions continue to mount. While internationally, ICC judges reeling under U.S. sanctions after arrest warrants for Israeli officials. And in sports, the St. David Cricket League announces major T20 tournament for early in the new year. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Visit our website at www.gbn.gd for more news stories, or you can like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/GBN News and Radio. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you for joining us. Have a pleasant evening.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas.